Hello there, guys, gals, and non-binary pals. Oh, sorry about the double feedback. But so today we have something very special planned. This is obviously my main Safiria, not my normal streaming character, but I had a bit of a decision yesterday to change up what I want her story to be slightly. And the primary takeaway is that this girl is not going to be worshipping Vermina anymore. Meaning that, sorry, one moment. Uh, so I have to take down all the Vermina paraphernalia and change what I'm gonna do. So, I do have a character that still worships Vermina, but I decided I wanted that character to be separate from my main. So, I thought I had a second statue in here, but apparently not. I know I've got the banner, though, so. Da, da, da.
Does that mean that the roleplay we did didn't happen?
No, it still happened.
Okay.
Alrighty, so we gotta take down the banner of Vermina. And... sorry, everyone. I am thinking about what I want to do here. So... To go through my process, I'm trying to decide if I want to leave this house altogether to the character who's going to be worshipping Vermina, or if I want to keep this as the house of my main and just change it up. Because I do like the way I set up a lot of the Vermina stuff. But I'm also kinda on the fence.
Now for something called bold and spicy, this mustard really isn't bold or spicy.
Alright, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna leave the Vermina stuff up. And I'm gonna leave this house to be the house of my Vermina worshipper. And because of that, we have a new thing planned, which is I have to figure out what house I want to go to this chick. So we're gonna do a tour of a bunch of my houses and decide what I want to be my main's house. And then we will decorate it. So, one thing at a time, we'll get there. But we get to explore. See, if this house was a bit bigger, I'd be down for it, but it's just a little too small. And... da da da... I don't think I can have this one. I think it's not available right now, but I'm gonna tour it anyway.
My friend Yeehot Sand said to tell you to have a good stream.
Thanks! Did they say it in chat?
No, they said it in their chat because they're live.
Oh, gotcha. I was gonna say, like, I'm looking at chat.
No, I popped into their stream because I think they were going to be live today.
No worries. No worries. Okay. Grimhearth. Whoa. I don't think I want this one to be my house because I don't think my character would live quite this far north. But, we'll take a look and decide based on that. Ooh, this is actually a really pretty house. And it is in a city. This actually kind of looks identical to the other house I have. Which is really funny. It's just in a different province. Again, it's too far north for my character. I don't think she'd live that far north. But, I think what we're probably gonna do is use this one. This house was given away for free back when the original Skyrim DLC launched.
Oh yeah, I have this one.
To the best of my knowledge, it's not a commonly owned house now, but I may use this one. I have to take a look around and decide. Probably. Sorry, if you hear a bag in the background, that would be my cat Tybalt. Being a little menace.
He loves paper bags.
He does, he loves paper bags. Okay, so I actually really kind of like this house. And I like what I'm doing with it, so yeah, I think this is gonna be the new house for my main. I've got a lot of redecorating to do, but hey, we've got a big stream planned, so let's get working.
A big stream?
I mean, it's a normal stream, but so this is where my character. I started decorating this house, but I never finished it. So we're gonna have a bit of some work to do. And I'm gonna have to do some crafting. So what I'm actually gonna do is I've got some crafting stations in this house here, and I'm gonna take them and bring them over here temporarily, just so I can, I'll put them back afterwards, but I want to have them so I can make any furniture I need. Da 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 da. For those wondering, this is my Boethia house. It's just an arena, but you know.
Boethia's the one with the snake, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
She is one of the quote-unquote good Daedra to the Dunmer, but in reality, she's basically just the Daedric Prince of Battle, and is like, hey followers, fight to the death for my amusement.
Iconic. Love to see it. fighting to the death.
Alrighty. So, starting right here, let's place down our stations. This doesn't cover everything. I should probably grab the enchanting station. Alright, let's grab that.
I'll enchant your station.
And if you hear her, my wife is being a little whore, but...
I'm threatening you. This is a threat.
I love her with all my heart. She truly is my everything.
I'm trying to fight you and you're saying gay shit. What the fuck?
Alright. Oh. I love this music box.
Is it the one you had in your other house?
No, I have multiple music boxes.
You get them from Scrying, right?
Scrying or Crown Store, depending.
Gotcha. That makes sense.
Alright, I don't want to take the cooking or alchemy station, so I'm just going to take a minute to make anything I may need. Oh. I don't have... Do I have an armory station in here? I don't think I do.
I'll armor your station.
Alright, that's fine. We can, we'll take care of that after. For now, let's just focus on... The enchanting station is the big one I needed. Oh wait, shit! Of course, I just finished teleporting. If you ever thought I had my streams scripted, you can tell I don't.
I don't know how people do it.
Alright. Time to hop back to the other house. So for those who don't know, my main always, regardless of the build, has alchemy maxed out because she works as an alchemist. I'm keeping that character trait, so I should check and see if there's any alchemy furnishings I need. Da, da, da. I can make mushrooms. Da, da, da. My wife got very excited when I said that.
It's like a circle of spores druid.
Alright, gonna make some of these. Because I think I could find uses for those. Kinda wish there was a craft multiple, but I think there is. It's just being hidden by my preview. Am I crazy? Yeah, no, there is. So let's make 5 of those.
I like that you're just making a bunch of blood.
Ooh, I love this. What do I need? Woodworking?
I should actually go through my recipes and craft furniture so I have furniture to put in my house. I just have the stuff from Scrying and the stuff I've gotten from drops.
I really like some of these.
I really like the herb.
Yeah, the herb rack.
The herb rack looks awesome.
Of course, I don't have any skill points. Yeah, fuck it. I'm just gonna place an armory station.
Is it like procurement or whatever the hell cooking is provisioning?
No, it's alchemy.
Oh, interesting. I guess that makes sense. You need herbs for alchemy.
Ignore that. Okay, now then, we can make 2 of the... Actually, let's make 3, just to make it nice and even. I want to make 4 of this.
I looked over and you were, like, naked for a split second. What? Sick tattoos, though.
Da, da, da.
You'd look good with a light tattoo.
Da, da, da. At some point I need to go to the Clockwork City, but I've spent pretty much no time there. So let's make a couple of these.
I think I did the scrying there and nothing else. But also now I don't want to go back because the companion I've been using hates clockwork stuff.
Aww. Let's do some spices. Alrighty. Anything else I really want here?
Lettuce!
Ooh, I like the vampire goblet.
Lettuce!
I'm gonna actually make I think a bunch of those.
I like that you have to craft vegetables for your house. Oh, it's been a long day of creating vegetables out of other vegetables. Time to sit back and relax.
Da, da, da. Da, da, da. Alright. So, I think that's everything I need from provisioning. Was there anything else I needed from alchemy? I think I went through everything. You know, I am kind of curious about these mirrors. Or windows. So let's make a few of those. And then that should be everything. Take a sip of my Dr. Pepper.
Dr. Peepus.
Oh, it feels like a Friday. I'm really sad it's a Thursday, but you know.
It does feel like a Friday.
Alrighty. Now then. Let's place our enchanting station down. And get to work. Da, 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 da. Alright. I like the idea of having some more Iliad stuff, but I'm not 100% sure there's anything I really need. Yeah. Ooh, I really like this. I need more shimmering sand. Where the fuck do I get shimmering sand? I'm assuming somewhere in Elsewhere, but... Da, da, da. Eyelid cage. Alright, so I don't think I need anything from there right now. What about here? Because the main thing I'm really looking for right now is probably lighting. Just because I'm not huge on the lighting that this house starts out with. So I'm probably going to want to make my own. But I need to figure out what I want to do about that. Ooh, I do want to have one of these. Jesus, it uses a lot of palladium. Alright, I think I'm looking for a red guard. Yeah, okay, I like the red guard street lamps. So let's make 4 of those. Maybe 6. And then... Jesus, this uses a lot. Okay. You can burn through mats really quickly. Alright. So next, the thing I'm gonna want is some barriers. Because my primary complaint about this house is I'm not super huge on the lack of privacy you get in a lot of spots. So I want to do what I can to fix that. I'm thinking I can spread a bunch of these out, and that would be a nice way to do it. I'm gonna need more hemming, but we can worry about that when we get there. So, let's get started. Guys, gals, non-binary pals. Alrighty. So you see, there's a lot of really big open space here. And while I like having my desk here, I don't really want to have 2 of these sections. So what I'd probably like to do is find a way to close this off. But it would probably need to be a thick wall or something. So let's see what options I have for that. Da da da. Da, da, da. Don't really have anything there. Walls, fantastic. Okay, so that actually could work. I kind of like a bigger one because this is really small, and I would need a lot of them. I really like the way it looks though, so I think we're just gonna make a crap ton of them and call it a day. Alrighty. Da, da, da. I probably should have made sure it works. But, oh well, here we are. Walls and fence. Oh, it's not under walls, it's under conservatory. Da, da, da.
I get so confused by the categories.
Yeah, it really can be confusing. Alrighty. Oh, I did not need as many as I made. But, that's fine. How does that go? That goes okay. I need to turn walking on. Shit. those of you watching can tell I have the double tap for dodge roll turned on. Alright. So that's not terrible, but I need to even them out. Alrighty. So that kinda works. Problem becomes... Actually, no, I think I'd like it to be a bit lower. Whoops. Alrighty. Da, da, da. So that's better. Still not quite what we want, but making progress. I'd like to have these a bit more lined up. Alright, that's starting to look much better. So, next up, we need to address the elephant in the room, which is gonna be back here. So first up, we need to apply more of those to cover the sides. I will fix that in a moment. But we're doing this bit by bit. Alrighty. So that should have helped quite a bit. Yes. Okay. So now the big thing is, first off, I need to put something back here. Because there's these stairs down here, and we don't really want to draw attention to that, so we want to put a counter or something down here. I think this could work. It's a bit too big because I need them to match. So... And I need something solid so it can cover the stairs. Yeah, that's way too big. Actually, though... if that wasn't there, that could work, but that's there, so... Let's see what other options we got. We could maybe do this. So that covers the stairs. You can't really see it too much. Now we gotta put some paintings up to draw attention away from what's actually there. Because we don't want people to look at the walls and be like, why the fuck is that there? So either paintings or tapestries. Does this fit? No. Maybe on the other side, but not on this side. So we can do that. And maybe that. My only concern is that could be a bit much. What might be a better way would be to lower that and have stuff covered there. That's probably going to be the best way to do it on that side. Now we need to cover it on this side. So let's see what tapestry options we've got. Ooh, I do like the dragon. How big are these? I may use these elsewhere, but I don't think it really works here. That doesn't really work. It's really an awkward size. I can see if that one painting works here, but that doesn't change the fact that... Oh, it actually does. Okay. So that can go there. And then we can put a counter beneath it. Maybe even two. To cover the wall. Ah, shit. Do I only have one of that? Okay. Da, da, da. So ideally we'd like them to connect here, but the problem is the pillars there. So, do I have anything else? Oh, I have multiple of these. Why did it say I didn't? I mean, I'm not sure it's gonna work, but, you know. Yeah, it's clipping right there, and we don't want any clipping. So, alternatively, we could put a table down. So, I'm thinking we could probably put, say, this down. And then we can put some stuff on here.
Is the sunscreen in your purse?
It might be.
Sweetie.
I'm stupid. Sorry, everyone. For those of you at home, I have been looking for days on end for my vape. And my wife just pulled it out of my purse. So yeah, I'm a fucking idiot. But, you know, what are you gonna do?
You're a cute fucking idiot.
Alrighty. So that gives us some art there, which is excellent. The only other thing I kinda still want to do is find a way to cover that. But I'm not sure I really have a good way. Ooh, actually, hold on. Yeah, it doesn't quite work. What about this? Eh. Actually, what I'd probably like to do is have a matching set here. And then place this somewhere else. I'm not 100% sure where yet, but somewhere else. And then, as far as tapestries go... Oh, I have my Sea Elf banners. I forgot about those. So I'd like to put those here. still clips? Okay. There we go. Okay, so that works there. I need to have something that stretches across there. I could do a painting, but I worry it might look a bit gaudy, and people don't want to be standing looking at the exit. So... just curious. Yeah, nope. Alrighty, let's look at my tapestries, perhaps? How big is this? Not big enough. I only have a few of the dragon ones, and I'd rather hang them elsewhere. So... that could work. My only concern is the chains may go through the floor up top. Also kinda doesn't really match the rest of the room. That's more of an orc thing. So... what else we got? Da 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 da. I am very sorry, my wife, for being an idiot.
Why are you apologizing?
Because I didn't realize that the vape was...
oh, I don't care. It's fine.
Alright, so... let's put the music box here. I'm not, like, this isn't a permanent spot, but just so we can have some music going. Alright. Now then. Our mounted decor. We were thinking about the mammoth skull. How's that look? Doesn't actually clip as bad as I thought it was gonna. It actually works. I may want to raise it a little. Maybe even a little more. Yeah, but that actually works really well. Okay. So I like that. We should put something here because right here looks blank. I'm thinking we could probably put a light source, and that would probably be my best bet. Either a light source or crystals or something. We've got options. But let's take a look at what we got here. It would probably be a lantern. I don't really like that. Yeah, not actually 100% married to any of these. Could put cobwebs, but that's not. Ooh, I could put another Sea Elf banner down. The problem is that's really clippy. Everything okay?
Yeah, I'm just about to leave. Can you put this in the fridge when you remember?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Just gonna grab my vape. I can find it. Oh, it's right here.
For everyone wondering, that's my beautiful wife, the owner of this channel, Fragrant Bog Laura.
Hey, bitches! Okay.
we will... Ooh, you know, I could probably put some trophies down. Okay, so... we can put some, and this works as a way to fill space while also not being overbearing. Okay, that really works. So that's a start. I do have to put something over here, but we'll get to that. First, I want to focus on putting stuff down here. Any books? Da, da, da. So I'm gonna try and line these up once I have them all placed. Actually not huge on the fact that, alrighty. Does that work? Yeah, it seems to. Shit. Alright, my only concern is, does it shine through? It doesn't seem to. So that's good. Alright, and that covers all of those. It drags attention away from the wall. You're not focused on that, you're focused on these books. So that really helps. Gonna take a sip of drink. Alrighty, and next up. So this is supposed to be my character's study. So we want to see what else we can put in here. It says filled, but it is not at all filled. We could have some lights. I don't really have a good spot for that. Oh we should put some couches down. That would make sense. Do I have any comfier ones? Seems like a silly question, but you know, I want to make sure my character is like as comfortable as she probably would be. Because if she's a fucking necro, a vampire necromancer lich who's been around for fucking ever, like, she's gonna have comfy chairs. Alrighty. So here was what I think we're gonna do. I think I am gonna put these down. And then... no, not research. Although, actually, I do have some, we can, go ahead and do that. Go ahead and do that. Oh, yeah, no. That probably seems like a good spot. Okay. Now then, back to what we were doing. Any couches here? I don't think so, but I just want to check before I do what I was gonna do. Ooh, that's beautiful. I actually might craft one of those just so I can keep it in mind, because that's gorgeous. Oh, I can craft these. Okay. Alright, alright. So, what I'm looking for is a cushion. Because I have one. I know I can make them. I'm just not 100% sure what they're under. Unfortunately, I have absolutely no clue what it would be under. I do want to have one of those, but that's not what I'm looking for. Maybe it would be under enchanting? I don't know why it would, but kind of drawing a blank otherwise. This is the joy of housing, trying to find out what the fuck things are. You know, I'm pretty sure I have one, so I will check what it's categorized under and go from there. Pillows. Okay, so it's under suite. Sweet. cushion. Fantastic. Gonna make one of those. One of those. Actually, maybe two of those. Because we want to see what fits better here. Ugh, yeah, that does not fit well. So, the other option we have is, take these out. Parlor, sofas, elsewhere couch. And then... Sweet pillows. I bet this fits. It does. Fantastic. Alrighty, that is what I like to see. That no longer becomes actually usable, but it makes sense. So, next, what I'm gonna want to do is set up a table for my character to be doing not necessarily alchemy, but just general magic shit and experimentation at. So I think we're gonna have it be a big set. And then we get to start placing all the fun shit down. But I gotta rearrange. In real life, not in... I mean, yes, in game, but... It's been a long day. It's still early in the morning, but it feels way longer than it's been. You know, I actually bet there's a better spot for that. Da, da, da. Set that down there. Oh, yeah, we should set up the rack of soul gems. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna move the chest. Oh, and my cat just jumped up. Sorry for those who heard her. Ember, off the keyboard! I love our cats, but boy, can they be menaces sometimes. I need a good spot for this. So I like this. alternatively, we can just do that. Because I want this to be a spot where it's easily reachable. You know what? That's probably a good spot for it. That way it's reachable for both that when I'm sitting and when I'm doing stuff. So I hate having to set these up, but that's really off. That's really off too. Why is everything so off? Well, that's better for that. That's not off. Yeah, no, nothing else is off. Okay. So next up, materials. We're gonna want some crystals, because we always want crystals. Actually take that one book. Put that down there. Can I lower that? Yeah, I can. Okay. Alrighty, so wanna bring those a bit closer to the front, so I can have room to place other stuff. So actually, maybe a candelabra? My concern is I don't think I have... That's annoying. So that covers that. The only thing is... I probably want to have more, knickknacks. So that's starting to look better. And then... you see, that's starting to work. Alright, I'm starting to appreciate that. Okay, so... I want to have one more thing. I don't know what, but I feel like I need to have one more thing here. I don't like that. I like it in theory. No, actually, I think that can work. Okay. So, any enchanted lights I could place? I may just have to do the candles. Alright, then we're gonna turn those down. Ooh, you know, I know what might work. Wait, do I already have some of these over here? I do not. Okay. So... here's what I'm thinking. That. Okay, that works. That I'm pleased with. Of course, I found what I was looking for once it was too late. But that's okay. Just means we're gonna be redoing some stuff. So here's what I'm gonna do. Because I do like the idea of having that there, but I think it would work better if I set up an additional table to the side here. That's what we like to see. And now then. We can place these down. That works. Okay. That's what I like to see. My only complaint now is... There we go, I was looking for this. Fantastic. And that works beautifully. Alrighty. Now I can fill this spot up with... I'd like to do bottles of some sort or something, but I'm not sure I really have enough left. I mean, I probably do somewhere, but I don't really know where. Maybe I don't. I really thought I did, but maybe I don't have any? is I do need to put something in here, and I was gonna put used, or small, like, poison-esque bottles, but I'm kind of struggling to find any. Which is strange, because I usually have dozens. Kind of wonder where they are. Supplies? No. Although, actually... that does something. But obviously that's not going to be the whole thing. May just have to call it at that. I don't really want to, but I'm also not really sure what else I have I can put here. I mean, obviously books, but... that's too big. Alrighty. Okay, that works for now. That covers what I'd like it to over there. Okay, that does something there. Okay, so a lot of this is starting to get sorted out, and I like that. The problem is I'm starting to run out of furniture space. I mean, I'm only halfway, but like, I also only just finished that section. So I am a little concerned about how this is gonna go. So... my thought is we can set it like this. Have a low-rise table. I probably want to be vampiric, just low-rise. There we go, like that. So... and then I want to get a carpet down here. This could work. Oh, that's way too small. I really thought it was gonna be bigger than that, but... So here's what I'm thinking. Okay, I can place these down here. And then I want to get some drinks down. Because what's a party without some drinks? Okay. Then I should set up a cabinet or something. Really hate the way those look. Counters, maybe? Yeah, I can work with that. No, because I want it to shut. I want it to, like, very clearly be able to close. Shelves, perhaps? I don't like this in the main room, or in my study, but I think I could justify it here. Or at the very least, perhaps here. My only concern, though, is that I've only got the one. And I want to have them match whatever I put down. And while I like those, they're not full. So that brings us to our next issue. What about desks? Anything? Trunks? I could make the... Well, I want that to be on top of something. So what I'm thinking is we can set up some tables. Again, for display. But that one doesn't really work either. So... Ooh. This one could do something. Okay, so this is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking we take that. We put these over here. Well, actually, no, because we're gonna want those to be,
Hey girl, hey.
Hey girl, hey! My wife just got back.
What's up, girl best friend?
Thank you, sweetheart.
I got you a Neon Rush and a Neon Rush.
Thank you.
Now your cart matches your dream.
Your guy.
one of these.
Nice.
I may have taken a few hits. There were people painting your doctor's office.
Aww.
They were in a crane, and then they saw me staring and they waved at me.
That's sweet.
And I waved back, and then I got embarrassed. It's like, oh no, what if I was being rude? I just thought it was cool because I've never seen someone in a crane painting before.
Sorry for those in the background, or for those able to hear, my wife is talking about her trip, and it was delightful. Alright, how many of these do I have? Of course, I've only got the one.
Also, the next time I go to the weed store, I get 5% off, they said.
Nice. Because you go so much?
Because, yeah.
Ah!
Well, it's the new one, and it's cheaper.
Yeah.
I should take my hat off.
Okay, so next we're gonna set up that bookshelf, because I only need the one. I don't need to worry about having two. I do think I'm gonna scooch that over a bit. And then now we get to display stuff. And then I want to have a painting set up simply because it's important to have talk pieces in a situation like this.
Especially for roleplay purposes.
Yes, sweetie. I'm struggling to find what goes in this back wall, because I want to put something, but the way the pillars are set up is really awkward. And I might be able to set up a few smaller paintings, but yeah, like, I could do that, but that's really awkward. The next best bet might be to put some trophies? Which, I mean, yeah, I can do. And this is also good because it doesn't really add to the furnishing count. I mean, it technically does in its own way, but it doesn't add in a problematic way. That's too big. That's way too big. Although I do have an idea of where we can put that, but I want to have one that matches. Yeah, like that. That's good. Okay. And now I need something to hang down there. This is actually where those tapestries that I was confused about could come into place. Or actually, these ones, even better. Shit. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. Is So I'm gonna place one. Place one. Oh dear. This is being all so messy. I hate when I accidentally right-click. It's one of the best and most annoying functions in housing. Oh my god. That's... Alright. And that works. That is fantastic. I probably want to have one more on each side here. But I really like how that's turning out. Okay. Where the hell did they go? Oh. Oh, I am stupid right now. But that's okay. You don't watch this stream for intelligence. You watch it for entertainment. Da 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 da. Alrighty. I think I'd like these to be more centered. Yeah, that works. And that works. Beautiful. Okay. I am going to pause right here for a quick 5-minute bio break, but I will be right back, guys, gals, non-binary pals. Talk to you soon. Alrighty, guys, gals, non-binary pals, we are back. Just need a quick minute to get stuff together, but we are all good now. And that's a lot of the area set up. Still some stuff that obviously needs to be done. I think this is a fantastic place for that trunk, actually. Because it will take up a lot of, like, it'll really drag attention to the area without needing much else there. I do actually think I may want to put a painting behind it too. But I need to find one I like enough. Like, that seems good. Okay. Over here.
Dude, they just announced the new Sims pack like half an hour ago, and I'm already getting pop-up notifications on my device about it. Calm down!
Alrighty, so we're gonna want to set up some more vampiric tables here. That's not right, but I just wanted to place it down so I could adjust it.
What are you doing?
Actually, so normally I'd leave them together like that, but I think I actually... Why? That's not what I'm looking for. Why is it showing that as the precision edit? That's not what the precision edit is supposed to be. Cancel? Why? I am so confused. There we go. Okay. Da, da, da. So I want it to be there. And I'm gonna scooch this down, I think, to the middle so it covers both of them. It actually doesn't do as much as I would have liked, so what I think I'm gonna do is set up a different lighting area here. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. That really doesn't match. Here's what I'm gonna do. Alright. Actually still a bit lower. I really thought it was, okay, that works. And are the tables set up well enough? No, this one needs to be pushed back a little. That might be a bit much. That looks okay. So... now we can place more antiquities down. Da, 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 da. Okay, so what I'm actually gonna do is gonna have this all be Apocrypha stuff. And gonna have it that so it's set pretty well. And then oh, this is under remains. This is what I was looking for earlier. But we'll deal with that in a moment. So that lets us place our serpents. And I should put painting here to cover up this blank space, because I really think that would help. And maybe even one here. Okay. Yeah, that seems good. Looking at this now, I think this might be a bit gaudy. And it might be better if I just run it like that. Shit. So okay, that works. And then I can place that up there. And that helps make this look slightly less gaudy. And then I can put... that's a bit much, I think. But even that... not really sure how I feel about that. Because it does feel like a bit much, but I think what might be better is if we put another painting, maybe? Oh god, that's so small. What's something we can put here? I'm really starting to draw a blank. Do I have like a massive monster trophy I could put down? Laurel, there's someone to ban in chat.
Shit, wait. Let me get. It's gonna take me a sec. Because I don't have chat open. I just restarted my computer because I was having some issues. Turns out the issues are not with me, they are with Discord. Did that get rid of it?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Ooh, this tapestry I love. It's not enough. Because the problem is, I need it to be big enough to match this, yet small enough that it doesn't overshadow it. Not 100% sure I really have anything that's gonna work. I mean, I could drop the painting, but you know, this might work. If I do that, bring this down a little bit, maybe even a bit more, bring this down. That starts to work. Okay, that really comes together. Okay. In that case, I can actually raise that a bit more. Drop that down a peg. Drop that down a peg. Maybe not. Drop this down a bit, and that works. Okay. I think we should have something small here. Maybe a small painting or something. That's way too big. Okay, that's starting to come together. That works. Alright, we're starting to get somewhere. Sorry for the quiet, I was really focused trying to get that together. But now that we got there, I'm gonna focus on putting a few more big trophies up, because I do think there's some that could be warranted. Just need to find a good one, like... That's not quite it, that's not something... Like, I want something this scale, but... Oh yeah, that's perfect! Actually, you know... I'd really like this to be front and center somewhere. Oh, you know, I could put this here, and And then something big to match it. It's not quite big enough. I need something big. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Alrighty. That needs to be scooched over a little. Just random thing I just noticed. But, okay. So this is starting to come together. I should place a few more rugs down, I think. And maybe a long one here. Oh, that's way too big. That's what we like. Okay. And anything small I can put down? Could just kind of bring that a bit closer. Maybe that a bit closer too. And that gives us suddenly a lot of space. I do need to figure out what I'm gonna do with this area here. I could have it be a small display shelf, but I'd honestly kind of prefer another bookshelf. Do I have another bookshelf I could put down? Library. Because I want a full one. High aisle. That's not really filled. Ooh, that is sexy. I'm gonna have to consider that. Oh, that could be good. That could be good. Okay. So, here's what I'm thinking. We're gonna make 2 of those. 1 of this. And that should give us some stuff. Alrighty. So we can place that down. Bless you. Bless you. You can place... Bless you. Those down. And that gives us a lot of room. That really opens it up. And so... now we want to see... Okay. This is kinda just gonna be a general reading area, so I don't really think... the only thing I might want to add is, like... yeah. I think that could be good. And... Maybe add a book or two. I think I'm actually gonna move these over. The only problem is this area suddenly feels empty. It's obviously not, but it feels empty. So I need to get something in the center there to make it like... Hey there, Tibby. For those who could hear that, my cat just did a really pathetic meow. He's a sweet boy and we love him. You alright, Mr. Tibby? Sorry. Okay. Da, da, da. Honestly, I might just have to leave it as it is. I'm not really sure I've got much better. At the very least for the time being. I don't want to leave it that way, but again, I'm not really super sure I've got much else. I mean, I could plop a table down. Maybe place a chair or two, or a bench or two. There we go. Okay. That helps. That closes it up. And we can put a painting down here. That helps. And we can move on to the next few floors. So... well, we need to decide what we're doing with each floor. That's gonna be a big thing.
Hey, Tibby! Hi!
I think we take... I'm thinking we're gonna take all the stuff up here. Put it downstairs. And then have a more private collection set up here. Similar to kind of what I have here. So, I'm gonna put, again, all this way, because I'm gonna put this upstairs. And, alright, that gives us a nice setup and some room to work. And it opens up quite a bit of furnishing slots, so that's even better. Okay. So... I think a better way is gonna be to run these. Alrighty, one over here. One there. One there. One there. I want to move that more towards the center. That more towards that way. And now we can start placing some stuff down. Okay. So, pottery. Because what's important is just that we have some beautiful shit. And sacred pieces. Actually, we've got one of those downstairs. Let me put one of those outside. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. This is really awkwardly done. That's better. Okay. Shit. And that should probably be separate. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move this over a bit. Actually, that works. And then gilded basin. Uh-oh. that works excellently. Alright, that works. You know, I didn't think it would happen, but we are actually starting to run out of fancy things to put down. Not entirely yet, don't get me wrong, we've still got some stuff, but we are starting to. That's gonna be helpful outside, but not so much in here. Does actually remind me there is something oh, Undaunted Bus, of course. That's fantastic. Whoops, not really what I meant to do, but that's fine. Alrighty. And that frees up some stuff over there. I'd like to get another ward, probably, to set up, like I've got in my other house, but that can hold off for the time being. Actually, yeah, that works. Okay, I feel like if nothing else, I should probably have like something mounted. So like, yeah, that works. And maybe a few paintings. I hope you guys are all enjoying watching this as much as I am, because this is something that's really fun for me, and I worry sometimes it's silly just sitting here talking about my game, but it's really enjoyable for me, and I hope it's as enjoyable for all of you. That's not what I want. This is gonna be a pain to hang, but I would really like to hang it. Of curiosity. No, that doesn't fit. I can put this down though, and I do think I'm gonna. I feel like I need another painting here, but I'm not really sure I've got one. I mean, I've got this, but it's kind of massive. I mean, I guess I can just do that. Alrighty, I feel like I should have, yeah, lighting, sconces, nope, light posts, nope. So here. I swear to God, I know I have one. I really thought I did. Maybe I don't. I really thought I had another one of the horned ones set up somewhere, but apparently I don't. So that's a little annoying. Like, I thought I had one of those. Did I maybe set it up somewhere down here? Oh yeah, you know, I might have. This actually should probably be put up here. That works beautifully. And that helps with the lighting issue a bit. So that works wonderfully. I want to get something to help shut this off, but I will deal with that in a moment. First off, I'm going to have another quick bio break, so I will be right back. Alrighty, and I am back, everyone. I hope you enjoyed getting to see me. Now then. So what we want to set up here is an actual living space. So, well, I have a lot of it already set up. Oh, actually, I probably want to have this down here. I do want to have this down here. Yeah, you know, that's actually probably a good spot for it. Ooh, we're actually... What about there? Okay, now then. We want to set up our dividers. Firstly, I need one I have multiple of, so like this. Just so I can make it clear that this is the upstairs, not meant for other people. I don't know what this is under. Ah, shit. Alright, well... I have to find that crap I made. Because it's finally time to use it. Unfortunately, I don't really know where it is. Patches? No. I checked the courtyard. I don't think it would be. I really have no clue. Structures. It was under tapestries? It would be a weird place, but it could be. No. Banners would be even weirder, but... Library, shelves... Cabinetry... I really am struggling to find it. Because I know I made a bunch of them. Symbolic decor? Maybe? Yes! Okay, it's under symbolic decor. these posts might be too thick. That is frustrating. Okay, I mean, it's not unmanageable, but it is a bit annoying because it basically means I gotta find a new way of managing this. I mean, I could kinda just, like, cover it with stuff, technically. But I worry about how that's gonna look. Regardless, let's take a minute to just set up my washing station. Da, da, da. And actually, you know, parlor. Bathing goods. Yeah, I would have considered one of those, but they're just too expensive. I mean, I do have the water outside, so I would probably honestly just bathe out there. In which case, what I really just need is dressers. Oh no, I'm not looking to buy. I was gonna say, what the hell? Do I really not have any dressers? On top of one of them, I need to have a jewelry box, probably. So... trunks... Actually, you know... Does this look better if I have the trunk in between the two? Yeah, it actually does a bit. Okay. So... because the idea is supposed to be that my character would not, I mean, maybe sometimes she'd get dressed in here, but usually she'd probably bring her clothes outside and get dressed out there. So... given that... We could also honestly place one of these down. But actually I may want to put this over, say... Oh, I still have a lot of the crap over here. Okay. Oh, and I have dressers right here. Okay. So if I have dressers right here, I don't actually need these ones over here necessarily. Meaning that what I'm probably gonna do is kind of have this be like a private book collection spot. Or at the very least like a shelving spot. I don't know. It's gonna take some work to figure out. Hey, Tybalt. My cat's being a bit of a nuisance, but it's okay because we love him.
Timmy!
So... You know where this can go? No. I'm just trying to think of something that I can use to kind of block that off. Because that's always been my big problem with this house, is the lack of privacy. And you see I had that, but those aren't thick enough. So... I'm thinking my best luck is gonna be to do something with dividers. But I don't 100% know what yet. Here's what I am thinking. Perhaps we have a multiple divider setup like that. Which allows me to have some privacy. Sorry, my cat is being a time. So the problem is that doesn't really leave much space for me. And what a solution might be is to actually put some planks down. Like, what about this? How many of these do I got? I got 2? Okay. So here's my thought. If I am able to make platforms a real thing, then I probably wouldn't need the dividers at all. The question is really going to become can I make this work in a way that doesn't look too awkward? Which obviously is the big concern when you use any sort of a new housing or new structure material in the pre-built houses. You have to make sure it's gonna look okay, which so far it does. I think I can manage that. How does it look from below? That's the big question. Oof. It does not look good. Okay, so... what if I do that? Okay. So... oh, I see the issue. Okay. So, what I need to do is I would need to do that. Okay, so that would probably be how it would have to be done. Okay, so that's starting to look good. There, that looks great from below. How does it look from above? Oh, that looks fantastic! Okay. That really solves the privacy issue. And honestly, if I could make 2 more of those, that would be perfect. Oh my god, I am so happy about this. Because this has been a big issue I've had with this house for so long. I'm gonna really try and see if I can do something about this, because that would be amazing. Structures. Ooh, that's cute. Not what I'm looking for, but cute. Okay. So, I want to make 2 more of these. And then... gotta set them up. Why is my mouse, like, inverted suddenly? I don't know. I know those aren't right, it's easier to adjust them once I've placed them. So my only concern is, because of the beams passing through here, it probably would need to be dropped down a bit. Okay. But that's not unsalvageable, it's just something to point out as far as editing goes. Okay. So that helps. God, the chairs are really getting in the way. Alrighty, does that work? Okay, that's starting to look like it does. My only concern now would be I may want to move the chandelier a bit. But that's fine, that's totally doable. See, I don't like that those don't line up. Ugh. God, this is really making me dizzy. But, that one's actually not too bad. Okay, so, how does it look walking in? It doesn't actually look that bad. Okay. So I'm really happy to see that. Do I have any more chandeliers? Because I think it might be nice to have one. Maybe a bit too small. Yeah. Any other lighting I could really do? Because I would like to have something. I'd like to have that outside, I think. Too small. That works. That works. Alrighty. Oh. That's fantastic. Okay, that really fixes this. That solves a lot of my problems with this house. So now I just need to find something to put here, which if I have like a bookshelf or something, I think that would work really well. But I don't really want to be a blank one. For the moment, I think a blank one is the best we're gonna get. I'm gonna have to fix that in the future, but just for the time being. Okay, so that's how far I can get with that. Sofas. Oh, you know, that works. I am gonna want to get some wards, but, you know, one thing at a time. Alrighty. And what else do I... because I still have all this blank space over here. But in all honesty, I think I may just need to hold off on that for now and start working on the outside. I've obviously got my birds. And let's start by placing some banners, because did I use all the dragon banners? No, I didn't. Okay. I think this would look better. Ugh, that's such an awkward angle. Honestly, for this one, it may just be best to just do that. Yeah. Okay. Da, da, da. As much as I like the sapstone, I really think having the mammoth is like the perfect thing there. So, yeah, that's what's gotta be there. And then I need something else. I could maybe just do another banner, honestly. Or, well, another set of banners, but... Ugh, that's so far out. So that works. Okay, that works. That doesn't fix the problem with these ones, but... oh, shit. Yeah. I just don't think those are gonna work. I think what would be better is to find, well, first off I have to move that over a bit. Yeah, that works. Okay, next up, I need to find something else that can be put up well. Maybe some lights? I may have something in the light category. But the problem is with the braziers right there.
The braziers.
Oof, that's awkward. Okay, that works. And that works. So that does give us a starting point. This is actually a bit off now. Now this one's a bit off. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put that down. And that works wonderfully. Okay. I think that one technically needs to be dropped a bit. How's that? Better, but now this one needs to be pushed over a bit. And now this one's off. No! Shit. Okay. That's way too much. I really overcorrected there, but I might be able to handle it. Shit. Alright, now that works. Okay. I think that's technically still a little bit lower, but it's okay. I'm gonna drive myself insane if I keep pushing for it. So, next, I want to find something to put on these, because otherwise they're kind of really awkward, if I'm being honest. Either I need to put something on them, or I need to remove them altogether. So let's see what we have. Also, anything here that could be fun? I like the idea of this, but I don't really know I've got a good spot for it. I think it's just cute. How does it look if I just remove them? Honestly, that looks way better. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna keep those gone and put some light posts in their place. I think that's a better way to have a similar method. There's no way those are gonna be oh, they're actually not as off as I thought they were. Yeah, so, okay. So that works. I may want to move those a bit closer now. Just because. We've got the other light sources, so these aren't as necessary. They're strictly there for decoration purposes now. Which is fine, there's nothing wrong with that, but if we are gonna do it, we should commit fully. These are off. Oof. Okay. Close. Still close. And that looks good. Okay. So that solves that. I do need to put something up here, but I'm sure I can find something. Wish I had more closed ones like this, yeah. I want to have something here, but I don't really know what to put. Does this work? Okay, that's a pretty cute idea, actually. So I think I'm gonna go with that, because I do like that a lot. And I need to have a well, but yeah, I've already got one. So that's good. I think it might be nice just to have a little bench over here for, like, if I'm having company or I just want to be outside or whatever. Or, you know, we could actually start putting in some flora. That might be... These aren't flora, I am aware, but... I actually don't like those there. So what I am gonna do is start putting some plants down. God, like, all of my plants are dead. I I'd love some more pine trees, but unfortunately I'm not really sure I have many of them. I've got a lot of laurels, which is nice, but... No, talking about the tree.
But I'm not your only laurel, right?
You're the only one that matters.
Yay!
My wife's being a sweetheart. Okay, so... that livens it up a little, but... I do think I'm gonna need to get some more fauna at some point. Plants. As much as I love this, I don't think it really fits here. Ooh, but you know, these do. Those fit in actually really well. As much as I love the graves, they don't really fit. Da, da, da. You know, I might be able to put this somewhere. Because, yeah, I feel like that could work nicely. How's that? That works. Not perfectly, but it works. Well enough. Have a dutiful guar over here. So the two over here don't really make sense. Maybe I could put those crystals here though. Yeah, that works, and then I can put the other one opposite it. And that works beautifully. Okay. So... then... we get to go in here, which is where I have several antiquities placed. And... I always need more, but... you know... what can you do? So... sacred pieces, we want the nest of shadows. And then, do I have an altar set up? I do not, okay. So, that works. I do need more, but I'm sure I've got something I can put down. Da 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 da. I love having all of you here with me. It really always just makes my day nice. Whether you're active or not, just having you here is like having more friends, you know? And
Lurkers, welcome!
friends are always lovely. I mean, unless they're toxic, in which case shut them out of your life. But you guys aren't like that. You guys are lovely.
Something smells like burning nail polish.
I can't smell shit.
I think it's like something outside. Like maybe like they're refueling the diesel or something.
Could be.
Gas station. Because when they refuel the gasoline, it smells like gasoline.
Alright, so these were... Oh my god, that's so much bigger than I thought it was gonna be. Okay. And then I think... No, I think I can just leave it like that. Because again, I'm gonna get some wards on the doors, so people can't just come in here willy-nilly. And that works wonderfully. Okay. I've got some trees set up. I want to see if I can get another tree in here, because there's a lot of blank space here, and I think it would help. Oh, you know what? Actually might also help to have something here. So what can we put down here? What would work? Ooh, void crystal anomaly, actually. Or we put that away, and we do a massive cluster of crystals. Which, it's okay if they clip into the wall, because I can pretend they're part of the rock face. So that works out. I have to make sure it actually looks okay, but assuming it does, sorry, I almost knocked something over. Assuming it does look okay. Okay, yeah, that's starting to work. I actually really hate that. I don't think it works at all. I think the void crystal anomaly works, but... Other stuff... That would be cute, but it doesn't really make sense. It would just be cute. Not that things always have to make sense, but I like it when they do. Ooh, you know, that doesn't look terrible. Yes, it does. I lied. I do want to do something with this, but don't want to get too sidetracked, because once we get sidetracked, it's gonna be hard to come back from it. It actually may work to have these at the top. So, like that. That actually doesn't look terrible. Does it? How does it look from this side? Yeah, that doesn't look bad as long as I can match the height. Well, that's awkward. So here, I might actually want to have some plants. Because I think it would be a fantastic way to lead into the sweet little hangout. And then I just needed one more Necrom lamp post, I think, or light post, to help lead up here, and then, no, not what I wanted. And then you come up here, and you have a beautiful scenic spot to just relax and chill, and maybe have an enchanted light set up. Maybe? Hey Talon, how are you? Sorry if you've been here a while. I have been distracted watching my housing. But, it's good to see you. How's your day going? These still aren't quite the right height. That's better? Okay. That's good. I hope it improves so that it becomes a good day, not just a decent one, but hey, better than nothing. It's better than a terrible one. Alrighty, so that works that way. I still need to finish setting something up over here. The big... Ha! Yeah, pizza sounds fantastic, honestly. But, I need to find a good way to... to make this work. Because while the obvious thing is I could put down one of my statues, I think the only one that... Oh, I could do St. Alessia. Would that work well anywhere? How does that look? Doesn't look terrible, but... I love the Namira one, but it wouldn't make sense. I mean, the obvious one is to try and have the statue of Azura, but my character isn't huge on Azura, so I don't think it would really make sense. Ooh, a fountain might work. Fountain might be too big. Yeah, pretty sure fountain's too big. What about this? It's kind of cool, but it's also kind of random. It doesn't really make sense. Aww. Yeah, I haven't really played much Morrowind. That was really my wife's jam, though. She friggin' loves Morrowind. I unfortunately have not experienced it much. That doesn't really work there either. This is such an awkward statue. Kinda works there. Okay. Ah, that sounds exciting! I don't think my wife ever finished it.
No, I never finished it because it was a game I'd play at my cousin's house. And every time that I would go, they'd have deleted my file.
That's so sad.
I know!
Gallery Thrones. Because I think this could work here.
There's multiple houses you can have in Morrowind. I think I have 2 or 3 of them.
No, they're talking about in the game Morrowind.
Oh. Is it in a specific place? That one of the houses in the game is in ESO is in?
We're not talking about an ESO house.
Oh, okay.
My wife's trying to contribute because she's a sweetheart, but... Oh, I have these. I never placed these out. Okay. I really have to. I thought... I completely forgot I had these. I'm gonna be honest. Alrighty. That works. Good enough. Okay. So... yeah, Skyrim's kinda like that too. I feel like in all of the Elder Scrolls games, the main story is kinda eh. Well, ESO, I actually think they did a good job with the main story, but a lot of Elder Scrolls games, you're playing it for the world, not so much the story. And the fact that you can do fucking anything in them. Da, da, da. Structures, buildings. Anything I can... oh! Wow, that's way bigger than I thought it was gonna be. Jesus, this thing is friggin' massive. Okay. Yeah, that is way too big for what I was hoping it was gonna be. I kinda just wanted a little fence, but that's fine. Oh, you know what we could do that might be cute? And actually it would work over here really well, is we can have a little outdoor fireplace. I can put some wood in here. Hearth. Is it hearth? No, it's under lighting. Why would it be under hearth? Do I have better? Yeah, I've got this. Okay. And then I can have a bunch of benches sitting out around it. And we can have a stone table, if I have one. I really thought I had a stone table. Apparently I don't. Do I have a stone count? I could have swore I had a stone counter. Alright, is it under structures, maybe? I mean, I can go inside and make one. It's not a huge deal if I don't, but... was just hoping to save the energy. Actually, you know, it would probably also be a good idea to have another dutiful guar out here. Before I forget... and then in here... no, it's not going to be under woodworking. It would probably be under enchanting. Oh, don't think I can use the enchanting table where it is, but that's fine. Alright, so proxies, dining, Iliad bench, ornate backed. That would be nice, but it would use up most of my palladium. Ooh, how's this look? Oh, that's really cute. Yeah, let's make... well, let's make one of those. I don't think I need two. And then, more importantly, the thing I needed was, oh, that's cute. I actually kind of like that. Yeah, I'll make one of that. I think the low stone one is what I would want. And then... That's cute. Oh, actually, you know, I'm gonna take this because I do have an idea for it. But, yeah, I was kind of hoping I could find a table or something. But, unfortunately, I'm not sure we've really got much to work with. Oh! Yeah, that works perfectly. Alrighty. And so we can go back out here and start by putting that little wall thingy I made down. God, it is always bigger than I expected it to be. God, that's... Ugh. Whatever. Anyway, the other thing I was hoping to do... was to set up a little stone walkway that you could take into the water. I thought that would be a really cute idea. But it's actually too far up for me to use it. Okay. So that works out. And then... Actually, you know what I might do, because this didn't really work out the way I was hoping. I think I'm gonna set up the stairs here to lead into the fireplace. So, like... you can have... Beautiful. I actually need it to be a bit further in, but that's okay. And there we go. That's what we want. Alrighty. And next up... well, I wanted a grate. I don't really know where I want to put that. I thought it would be cute, but I don't really know where. But more importantly, I want the... Oh, I already had one? Oh, shit. Alright, whatever. And then we can put some cute foods and shit out. Da 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 da. Alrighty. And that works out beautifully. Okay. The only thing I might want to do is, see if I can throw a tent over it. Not that it really needs it, but just so, like, in case it rains, you know. Still a little bit too close to the stone. And that works. Perfect. Doesn't really make sense as for how it's staying up. So I think what I'm actually gonna need to do is have it lean on these pillars here. And there we go. Okay, that works. And so you can have a lovely picnic out here. And maybe put some benches down in here. One over here. And then what can we put on the pedestals here? Because I want to have something. Okay, that works. Excellent, excellent, excellent. I mean, I'd like to have more, but for the time being, yeah, I think I'm just gonna put all those away. And what I might do actually is set up some lighting. Light posts. Red guard. that works. Excellent. The only thing... Oh, you know what? You know what'll work? Da, da, da. I can put this here. And that works beautifully. Okay. So, that works, that works, that works. Alright, the only thing I still really want to do for now, I think, is I want to set up the better bench up here, because as nice as that is, now that I know I have the long one, I think I'd rather put that down. And I think that would be better for group seating. So, I'd also like to put something here, but I don't really know what yet. Oh, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm going to, structures, buildings. Put that down. Hearth. Oh, produce. And then I want to put a mount down. This is my little Tybalt, so I'm probably gonna put him down. Alrighty, and that works. Tybalt would probably get scared though, so he'd probably want a little light. Our cat's a little scary boy. That's a bit too bright. I don't think Tybalt would appreciate that. Okay, I think that's enough light for Tybalt to be happy. And then, you know, let's actually put Ember in here too. I think that would be a really cute idea. And there, now we've got the two of them. They're my babies, and they work well together. Okay. So, let's do one final walkthrough to show people who haven't been here the whole time. And so we've got our little entrance area. And this is the front. We've got my crows, the banker and merchant. We've got our nice, beautiful setup. Oh, I actually should get something to match that, but I don't have one right now, so we're just gonna go with the one. And then we go inside, where I have a bit of a bar set up here if I just want a drink. I've got some nice little meal setups. I've got a lounging area for friends to just come and hang out. And then I've obviously got the antiquities set up because that's what this house is supposed to be about. I've got my little library station. I set up a lot of art, and I blocked off this area because I prefer just having another wall there. In here, I've got my little study where I've got all my ritual equipment and shit. I've got my desk. I love the little soul gem shelf. You get that in the Deadlands, but yeah. And then we go upstairs, and I have more antiquities set up. Oh, I need to push that in. I didn't realize this was so far out. Is that better? Okay, that should be better. But, so we've got all our antiquities and paintings down there. And then up here, I blocked off the area down there to give me some privacy. And then I've got my little sleeping area. I've got my dressers, my bookcase. I don't have anything here yet because I don't have anything I can really think of that I want to put down. I might put down some private bookshelves or something in the future and achievement furniture, but I'm gonna have to do some more exploring before I 100% decide on what the hell goes there. But that's the inside. And then let's actually go back out the front door. Oh yeah, and on the side here I've got my little armory station and my food station. Outside, I've got my well, I've got Guar, Frog, and Crystal. I need to put something else here, but I need to get something else. I actually want that to be more centered. But then I've got an outside antiquity set, which is a lot of similar items, but a few new ones, and overall I just need to get more so I don't have as many repeats, but that's fine. I've got my kitties, Tibble and Ember, and their little home. Over here, I've got more statues and this cool little coffin thing I got. I've got a statue of Saint Alessia. I've got the Snow Prince throne. And across this bridge here, I've got 2 shrines of Dibella with benches inside to sit in. And I set up a little outside fireplace where I could cook and just kind of have like nice outdoor meals. And then I added this staircase and flooring, so you can go up here, walk through the flora, and sit by the waterfall. This area originally isn't really accessible, but using the stairwell you can make it so, and I actually want to see how far up I can get with the stairwell, but for now this is the setup. I'm gonna add more later, but I need to take a bit of a break for now, and it's about time for the end of stream, so I am gonna be looking for someone to raid out. Laurel, if you would like to assist raiding out.
Oh yeah, sure. Let's see if we can find someone to raid. There were some issues with Twitch this afternoon that some people were experiencing. I don't think we were impacted, but we'll find someone to raid. see someone we haven't rated is live that I would like to raid. So
Okay.
looks like...
Thanks for coming, Talon.
Oh, sorry. I was just trying to make sure that you weren't hitting...
No, no, no. Thank you, everyone who joined us and set up the raid call.
I'm doing that right now. Sorry, just give me one moment. We are going... Oh, did I spell that wrong? Oh, yes, I did. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We are going to head over to the lovely Alex Street. It looks like Alec is just up to some just chatting right now. But let's head on over. I'm sure they'll appreciate some new friendly faces.
Alrighty, and we're gonna raid out just about now. Have a wonderful time, everyone.
Bye!
Bye!